Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for the live session today again with Sirus Education. Today we're expecting to discuss about student visa information and demanded courses which may lead you to permanent residency or further career options in Australia for you. So I have a few of our staffs joining us. I've got Ruchi from this side and Elliot, two of our education consultants that they're keen to share their knowledge with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to type your questions in that chat box underneath. So we also invited one of the very well reputed colleges based in Australia. They're specialized in automobile themselves. They have quite a few divisions. They will be. I would like to welcome Mr. Sam to the session. So today we'll be focusing most of the questions that are related to Sam. So we can answer most of your questions in English, Hindi, or Chinese, or Sinhalese. So and Punjabi, I guess.
Punjabi as well, yeah.
So the medium doesn't matter. If there's anything that we can support you with your to improve your knowledge, this program is mostly targeted students, international students based in Australia or who are expecting to come to Australia. So rather than me introducing yourself, please give us a little bit of an introduction to yourself, Sam,
Sure.
and to the college as well, with the background, how the college started and where you are and all that sort of things.
Hello everyone, as Isru mentioned, my name is Sam and I work in OCEANIA as an international business development manager. And a little bit about the college as well. We've been operational for the past 6 years. We do international students plus domestic students as well. And we are particularly designed to just run automated courses. And we've got 3 campuses, which is Brisbane, Gold Coast, and Sydney. And then I'll leave it to Isru to ask me the questions if he.
So Ruchi's got a few questions that she might go through.
So if you can tell me more about what sort of courses do you offer?
Okay, we've got a number of courses available in Brisbane campus, which is Certificate 2 in Automated Air Conditioning Technology, which can always be packaged with our say light vehicle or heavy commercial vehicle engine technology. And then we've also got Certificate 3 Light Vehicle Mechanical Technology, Certificate 3 in Heavy Commercial Vehicle Mechanical Technology. There are a number of courses. We can always package these courses with one another. Plus in Sydney, we don't have the number of courses. In Sydney, we can only package. Sorry guys, just give me 1 moment. In Sydney, we only have Cert 3 Heavy Commercial Vehicle Technology. The occupation that would be diesel engine technology. And then the Cert 3 Light Vehicle Mechanical Technology, that would be the general motor mechanic occupation for that. And then the Cert 3 Body Repair, that would be the panel beater.
That's a very good qualifications, which we find hard to find in most of the most of the institutes. But there's a very good demand out there. We get frequent calls from employers looking for skilled workers in vehicle painting from correct in that regards. So that's really nice.
Yeah, can you tell us where are your campuses located so that?
In Brisbane, we are based in Archfield.
I guess that's where you first started, right?
Yes, that's where we basically started our campus.
It's a beautiful location. So I've visited a few times, and you set it up very nicely, focused in automobile mechanical?
Especially in Brisbane campus, it's in-house training. Student doesn't have to go anywhere outside for the practicals.
Great.
So all happens in-house. Student actually works hands-on practical training. And plus in Sydney, we also owns our workshop as well. Same in Gold Coast as well. They are located not too far from the campus. And plus, we run just small classes with the combination of theory and hands-on practical training.
That's good.
Sorry guys, sorry Sai, we try to fix the sound problem now, so I think there's some construction work going behind us, and also there's a microphone error, I guess. We'll fix it up for you.
Before we go ahead more into detail about the courses, I'd just like to talk about entry requirements. So that's completion of year 10.
Completion of year 10.
Plus English requirements are academic IELTS 5.5 or PTE, or it could be equivalent, say, if students got, onshore certificate 4 or diploma level courses, that way they can enroll with us directly. Or else do another option, if student doesn't have IELTS or PTE, they can always sit in our internal Cambridge English assessment test, which is $110. That's non-refundable.
Non-refundable. So with the side, I hope the sound is fixed now. We put a new microphone to the purpose, I guess. So when we had sorry, I'll go back to IELTS. IELTS overall 5.5, the lowest.
Yes. So overall 5.5, no less than 5 each.
5 in each band.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, they also have an in-house English examination system where you can pay $110 and do the college, do the exam within the college.
Student actually can do it online.
Do it online.
So student doesn't have to be in the college, so they can sit at home and do an online test.
Sure. So we got a question here from Teja. Will online education considered for post-study work visa? So and this is more not related to Oceania College.
Okay.
So I guess the answer is as long as you're in one of the enrolled college. So whether be your course has to be CRI-course registered, and you have to do your course with your student visa, whether you're doing it online, onshore or offshore, doesn't matter. So that gives you opportunity to still apply for F5 visa. Sai, thank you very much again for letting us know about the audio problem. And same with Gusto and Adam. Sorry, I hope
Restart?
Restart? No, I think with the new one it's working okay. So very unfortunate the sound system's not working well, or else how if we shift Facebook into like the audio inputs from each other?
Yeah, sure. We'll have
Or
to
else how if we get closer, the
get
microphone
restart.
further this way?
You guys have to sit closer together.
Yeah.
Screen on.
So maybe if we get closer, would you mind coming this way a bit? Ruchi can probably come that way. And I think the sound would get picked up better that way.
register.
Sorry, we're going to, I hope the sound works okay now. So we'll cover up the questions as much as we can. We'll probably talk about this current setup now and then come back to some of the questions. So we talked about what courses they offer, where your campuses are located. So it's interesting, you have the Sydney campus and Brisbane campus, now the Gold Coast campus. Gold Coast campus is must be very busy these days because for students who are studying in Gold Coast, the Gold Coast, our audience is considered as one of the regional areas, which offers you extra 5 points when you go into your independent skill assessments. So there must be a lot of interest too.
Yeah. So since we only just started Gold Coast, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we've been getting quite a lot of inquiries about Gold Coast campus. Since, as you know, a student will get extra points and a student is studying in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
In terms of location, Gold Coast is located in Southport. And our practical workshop is not far away from our Gold Coast campus.
Yeah.
Which is located in the same suburb, which is Southport as well.
Yeah. So your teachings are very hands-on, since it's a trade courses that you mostly deliver. I mean, it's more specific. You're only delivering mechanical, automobile-related courses, right? And how does your facilities can support the students towards their achievements in the courses?
So, since we talk about Handson Training, we split every class into groups. So say if we have 15 students, we split them into 3 groups, and every group certainly work on their own. So it's not like, one student is working and 19 is watching. So every single student actually work on the individual job they normally given by the trainers.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So, Elliot, would you have something that you would like to?
Yeah, I just would like to iterate what courses Oceania is famous for. Of course, Surgery in light vehicle mechanical technology, and this if you package to become proper 2-year courses, you will get the provisional skill assessment from TRA for the occupation of general motor mechanic, which is largely demanded by Australia. And also, Oceania also have a couple of other options. For example, Surgery in heavy commercial vehicle mechanical technology, and Surgery in automotive refinishing technology, Surgery in automotive body repair technology.
Yep.
So lots of students, international students, maybe they are already being on the way to look for automotive courses, which means if you approach Oceania, you have more options. You don't have to compete with other people in such industry. And also, Oceania is really reputable in terms of their placement and their partner practical facilities, so that they will assist you to get your hands-on placement, to get everything sorted for your future, no matter experience or the requirement for TRA skill assessment.
Yeah. Also talking about, this is a bit of migration into the subject as well. I know, and it's when it comes to automobile, especially for boys. I'm not being sexist, but automobile is a hot topic. We all like to learn about our mechanics and mechanical skills, and it's a skill that you learn for life.
Yep.
And there must be a lot of young kids who's joining it, and there is a big demand within Australia, not only fixing the cars, that's also heavy vehicles and diesel mechanics, and there's few regions. So for our audience, if you study automobile, there's few areas that your skills will be recognized in ENSCO list. So some of those areas are motor mechanic in general, diesel motor mechanic, motorcycle mechanic, small engine mechanic, automotive electrician, and I think you're doing the body painting as well.
Yeah, the body repair.
Yeah, body repair. Except body repair, all those other qualifications that the occupations that I mentioned, they're in highly demand MLTSSL list. So which that means is it allows you a lot of post-study options for you to get into once you complete your course. So if you are studying and if you're looking to explore your further options after your studies, if your occupation that you get qualified from these courses, if your occupation is in MLTSSL list, that gives you pathways to other permanent visas and work visas. Some of those work visas, visas that allows these occupations to go into is visa subclass 189, 190, skill independent visas, 491 visas, 485 visas. 485 is the graduate visa that you normally apply if you're exploring other options. That's a once a lifetime visa. You can only apply for this visa once in your lifetime. You can apply for it within the 6 months after you complete your course. There are other requirements for it. If you have any questions, there are some videos we've done, and also be happy to answer your questions. Type your questions in the question section, and if we can't get through to you within the course of this discussion, we will come back to you. Some of the work visas that allows you to get into is 482, 18, and permanent visas such as 186, 187. 187 also currently known as 494, but 187 is no longer there. You can also get into 407 training visa as well after completing these courses. So, talking about 485 visa, you need to get a provisional skill assessment.
Yep.
Right.
That's the first step.
So this is very important part.
Yeah.
So a lot of students who's with temporary resident or 485 visa, once you complete your course, for you to get into the job ready program, you need to have for the 485, you need to have a skill assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And being in a trade course, you need to have a provisional skill assessment and then go into the job ready program.
Yeah.
So for the provisional skill assessment, you're going to need 360 hours of either paid work experience or while you're studying vocational based experience.
Yeah.
How does OCEANIA support these students getting into it? Do you look into that?
Yes, we do. We definitely do assist students in terms of 360 hours. As soon as especially students get to know the basics. So, that way they do not do any harm to to the mechanics, they go to do the 360 hours. So we definitely do assist with those hours as well. So that way student
that's
actually
very
can
good.
get into the PSA.
PSA, that's great. So I guess not unlike other qualifications, it, I guess the theory goes parallelly with the practical as well,
Practical, yeah.
because you can never learn the full course in front of a computer or a classroom. How does it work? Do you start the course with theory part, with some workplace health and safety, and then go into the practical part?
Yeah, first couple of assessments are most likely just the safety assessments. Then then pretty much every assessment's got the bits of practical and bits of theory. So I'd say 50 and 50 sort of thing. It's just it totally depends what unit students are studying at a time. Sometimes every assessment do have the half practical component, half theory. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'd say it totally depends on the assessment. So what they're studying at a time.
That's great. Elliot, do you have?
Yeah, also I observed that lots of international students, maybe they want to gain extra skill in terms of automotive vehicle repair. So if they want to study something like, for example, they want to finish in 1 year, is there any option available in Oceania?
Yes, we do have a special program which we only started a week ago. If a student is on 4-5 visa, they can definitely come and study with us. We actually can finish those students in 52 weeks. In terms of, I'm saying finish only if they complete all their assessment work and plus practical work as well. So that can help student in the further pathways and all that.
So what's the normally included total number of work placement or vocational placement that you expect students to complete during the course if they working in a Cert 3? Because Cert 3 in AQF is the qualification that gets you into hands-on qualification. So if someone completed the Cert 3, they should be able to go out there and work as that trade person.
Yes. Student actually can get the license if they want to do their own workshops.
Okay, great.
That helps student. So I'm saying, it's future pathways. There are a lot of pathways out there. Student can always get the opportunity to do that as well. So that's all I want to say about that.
This might be a question outside of the box a little bit, and it's not fully migration related. Out of curiosity, is there many girls studying this course?
Yes, we have number of. I was going to come on that point. You asked that question.
Yeah, because
we do have number of girls studying actually in Sydney campus and Brisbane campus as well.
Wow,
So they are really keen to become a motor mechanic.
That's great.
They're really passionate about that. We really love it. So the way they are, performing in class and plus the practical theory as well. So it's really awesome.
That's very good. That's very good. Good to see. It's not cornered or area. I know a lot of young kids they want to learn the skill, and it's used to be a male-dominated skill sector, but there's a lot of girls and coming into the automotive and engineering sectors these days. It brings me to the other question: air conditioning. Do you offer it in all the campuses? Or?
Currently, we are only running that in Brisbane campus.
Right.
So to repair automotive air conditioning. We will definitely look into doing this course in Gold in Sydney as well.
Okay.
Probably by next year.
So when a student come and enroll with you, do you expect them to bring any tools with them, or do you provide them with tools? Or?
Yes. with our fees, which we are currently running a promotion for the New Year's special, which is 21,990. That would include students' toolkit, plus
Okay.
their full uniform, their steel cap shoes, safety glasses, earmuffs, construction hat. So that's all inclusive in that fees. So that way students actually can, use their tools on practical while they're doing the practical. So current students as well as the new students will get the toolkit. Current students as well, they're also getting the toolkits as well. So they are also doing work with their toolkit.
Oh, great, great. So do they get to keep it with them, or?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a good start for the trade anyway. Like even if you go to my experience with mechanic shop, normally the mechanics bring their own toolkit with them, and when they finish, they take it out. And also that gives you opportunities to invite your friends during the weekend and say, mate, I'm doing the mechanic course now, so I can start fixing your cars.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I've seen last time when I visited, there's quite a few local students, like local Australian students, studying as well. What's the ratio like?
Since I'm more into domestic market,
Yeah.
I'm involved in international market. So if anyone would have any questions in terms of domestic students, they can always, contact you guys, and you can pass on to us. I can get someone from domestic department in touch with them.
Okay, thank you.
I got a question here. I think it's from an Indian student. He is asking what is the best mechanical motor vehicle course.
That you would recommend?
I'd say the body repair is in demand at this stage. Certificate 3 and Certificate 4 in automotive body repair technology, which we are also running promotion on that at this stage for the new year, which is at 21,990.
21,990 for 2
years. Yeah.
So that what will be the enrollment cost for a student?
Initially, students gonna have to pay for 2 years 1,800. And after that, student can actually pay on monthly basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very fair price. So with the body repairs, it's not MPSSL list, right?
Normal information.
It will be penalty.
Cannot be there. So.
Also, I just want to add on another point. With our New Year's special, it
Okay.
applies to only Brisbane and Gold Coast campus, not Sydney campus. So just so everyone knows about that too.
So Brisbane and Sydney, not the Gold Coast campus.
Brisbane and Gold Coast.
Not the Sydney campus. Thank you. Any other questions you got?
I just want to say again, Oceania is probably probably the only one college which offers such flexible options, flexible intakes, and no matter what kind of your academic background is, if you want to study something related, you can approach us or Oceania so that we can find the best option for you. Yeah.
Oceania's got quite a good number of courses, and depending on what sector, as we said, in motor mechanic, there's quite a diverse set of skills that you can develop, such as motor mechanic in general, light vehicle, diesel motor mechanic. Do you do anything with small engine motor mechanic at all?
In terms of small engine, I'm not 100%. I think Cert 3 light vehicle mechanical technology would cover that occupation.
Okay,
But I'm not 100% sure about that.
So automotive electrical,
there are 50 units. We covered that in Cert 3 and light vehicle.
and something a lot of our students talk about, and they actually don't. Their main focus is to learn how to do it, and I couldn't really find this course in many of the other colleges. Is the Cert 3 and 4, I think, in motorsports.
Motorsports, yes. We are currently doing it, but we will not run this course, from next year.
Okay.
So this wouldn't be on this from next year. So.
Is it there's not many inquiries? So because when I went visited the college, you had a really nice what was it? Is it a
That's
180 or Honda or something?
I think so that
I thought it was a 180 Nissan 186 or a
oh, I think that was GTR.
Nissan GTR, yes.
Yeah.
And your principal, Mr. Saurav, he was very very proud about the full setup, and it was really nicely done up, and couldn't find it in most of the other places. But yeah, it's a shame that the course fading away, but it's it would have been my dream course if I was to study motor mechanic these days, because it tells you all the tuning and you had a simulator in there. Yeah.
International student, obviously, it wouldn't be any pathways to students. That's the reason, not many students are interested in
The course, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very good, great news. Anything that you would like to add and talk a bit more about the college?
So I'd just like to talk about our intakes, next year intakes, which is 4 intakes a year, basically. Next available intake is 25th of January 2021, then the 26th of April, and the 12th of July, and then 4th of October. And then we run 8 terms a year.
8 terms a year.
8 terms and 4 semesters.
4
4 intakes.
So the intakes are no longer monthly basis?
No, it's basically, every 3 months. Yeah.
3 months, okay, great.
So
Actually, I have a question. So if a student is a little bit late for second intake,
I mean, a couple of weeks are still fine. Because otherwise, if say student is starting on the 27th of January, or 25th of January, that means student will miss nearly half a semester.
Yes.
Then it's going to be hard for students to do an assessment week. If they're going to miss out on the assessments, then they will miss out on their assessments as well.
Yeah. So, can the student, is there a particular order that you have to enroll, or can they start from one unit and go into the other unit, or is there a prerequisite for certain units that you have to cover before you go into the other units?
There is a prerequisite. If students want to do basically certificate 4, they have to complete certificate 3 in full. So there is no such thing called prerequisite within the qualification.
Within the qualification itself.
Yeah,
Okay, that's great. So you can jump into the unit, whichever one.
Yeah.
Joining, so that any body counts. Great. Do you have any questions at this stage with
To get enrolled, is there any prerequisite, like you need any year 12 or any
Year 10.
diploma?
Year 10.
Yes, I do.
also I guess the certificate 2 in your college will be helping students without year 10 or
Sorry.
if a student who doesn't have year 10 or year 11, so certificate, if they enroll in certificate 2 in your college, that can also lead to certificate 3.
So you have a course
Certificate 2
on
yeah. So, prerequisite is still basically student have to have year 10
Year 10.
to get into this course. Yeah.
Okay, great. We have quite a few questions to come back to. I guess they related not only into motor mechanics. It varies from a wide range of areas. So what we will do is we will pin all your questions, and we will get back to you right towards the end, and right after this program. And we would like to thank Mr. Sam for joining our program today, and we will look forward to come and visit your college very soon as well.
Great. Another thing I'd like to add on before we log off, say if student is studying bachelor's or master's, and they can study at Oceania automotive courses as simultaneous.
Simultaneous.
Yeah.
So I think it'll give a good opportunity, Elliot, for us to expand it a little bit more about the secondary CEOs.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, so if a student you are really interested in like study automotive, but you are on a higher education visa, for example, you can still do vocational course parallel in a parallel way, but you have to be committed to both of your courses and also meet the student visa requirement. So if you want such option, you can approach us and we can help you do the enrollment.
So if you're currently studying either a bachelor's degree or another diploma, cert course or something else, it doesn't have to be automobile. You're allowed to study a second program parallelly as an international student, but you're obliged to fulfill the requirements of both the courses. So you can you have the option of, for an example, study commercial cookery as your primary course, and you can have automotive as your secondary course studying parallelly if you're interested in both streams, and there's nothing it stops you.
But 2 days a must. Student must attend 2 days.
Yes.
Yes,
have to
yes.
meet the requirement.
So that falls back into the obligation of fulfilling both the requirements of both the courses. Okay, then thank you everyone for joining us today, and I hope we were able to provide you a little bit of knowledge about automotive and the qualification, how you can obtain the qualification in automotive, and we are so privileged to discuss further into the course options and how the college operates with OCEANIA College. I think OCEANIA is one of the very well respected, recommendable institutes that are based here in Australia for both international students and also local students. So if there's any queries or if there's anything that we can support you with, if you're if you're gathering further knowledge about these courses, or if there's anything that you're not unclear about, please feel free to contact us directly at Sirus Migration. Myself, Elliot, Ruchi, we're all here to help you. So you will find all our contact details right below here. And I really apologize for the sound disturbances we had in the beginning, but hopefully we'll improve it next week, and we'll be back next Tuesday again with another reputed college discussing further into study options. So if you have any study related questions, study related inquiries, please be in touch with us, and we will endeavor to come back to all these questions that we have on the side of the chat box and also Facebook Live as well. Thank you very much. We wish you all a wonderful evening, and hope to see you back next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. So that's very good. It's really sad to see the
Yeah, the sound thing.
sound very early in the beginning.